Well, here we are again. Let me take my adventure hat off. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's bright. Got bit in the lip again by a bee. Don't mind that at all. Well, it's just kind of allergic to bees, and sometimes I get bit. I always seem to get bit in the same place. It's kind of weird. But hey there, folks. Welcome back to another video. And it's hot. It's hot, and I'm not focused on my face for some reason. It's about a cool 93. Of course, the problem is it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So we're looking at potentially a 100-degree day here. And if you think I'm not excited about that, it's because I'm not very excited about that information at all. But we have to keep fishing, right? And that's what we do, we fish. We could sit here and complain about the weather, and rightly so. But I mean, heck, we're fishing. We're fishing for a living, who cares, right? Got a couple ponds behind me right there, a couple little clear water ponds. And I would bet anything that they feel like a bathtub right about now. But we're gonna try to fish. We're gonna try to fish, catch some fish for you guys. I don't know how that's gonna go, to be completely honest with you. This morning's kind of off to a good start. Check that out. I bet it's not even focused on my hand. Got a little cut there on my thumb ski. You see that? Little cut on the thumb. That's actually from a little bass this morning. When people are watching me fish, the most embarrassing stuff always happens. I had a reporter from the local news out here this morning. She was doing an interview with me and all that stuff, and which is cool, but I catch one fish, right, for her, for the show, for the interview. It's got a jig in its mouth, you know, a little juicy jig. And I go to head grab the fish like I've done literally 10,000 times. The fish shakes, and the hook of the juicy, or the whatever jig it was, a Guggen jig, just caught my thumb and just ripped the skin right off of my thumb, like starting at the palm of my hand and going up my thumb. And I'm bleeding everywhere, and she's like, oh my gosh. I'm just like, that literally never happens to me. Only when somebody's like filming me to be on TV would something like that happen to me. But anyways, I've gone off on a tangent here. It's that time of the month, kids. Mystery tackle box time. Have not opened the box, have no idea what's in it. I don't know if it's gonna work for two small clear water ponds that are basically bathtub temperature wise. Really nothing else to say. Let's bust this thing open. Tell you guys about Mystery Tackle Box. Thanks, big shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. I have no idea what's in it. It's still taped up. Let's see. All right, MTB. Yeah. Oh, show you guys my address real quick. Cut this bad boy open. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, we've got some stuff in here. Oh, sweet, some new stuff in here too that I know for a fact is like brand new. I'll say that for last though. Speaking of jigs, got a little lifted jig thingamabobber here. Yeah, sure. Got a little headbanger rocker head. I cannot talk. Have no idea what that is. That looks cool. Have a little Bill Lewis flat-sided shallow diving square bill rattler. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Now you're speaking my language. A little catch me frog, eat me, catch co, eat me, catch co, Guggen Squad frog. I'm having some difficulties this morning, okay? Oh, some gambler why nots, which are basically like, kind of like a long-legged beaver, black and blue. Good jig trailer, I guess. Ooh, little Lake Fork trophy lures. I don't know if I've ever gotten one of these before. Not really sure what that is, a little ribbed worm, something. On to the brand new product that just launched, the 10,000 fish LOJO worm. And it's very interesting looking little presentation here. Not really sure how you fish that, but it looks kind of cool. So yeah, we may try to do a slam today. I don't know. With these conditions, like the temperature, and I just don't know if that's possible. But things that I know will work, or I feel like they should work. Jig with maybe the why not trailer. You know, we could probably like wacky rig this or do something, maybe a Texas rig that. I really want to try to catch one on this LOJO worm though, since it is a brand new product. Maybe drop shot it or something. I don't know. And then maybe the filthy frog. Maybe that may come into play. I don't know. The sun's like up already, so I just don't know. But if you folks are interested in Mystery Tackle Box, it's a monthly membership service. So you get a box like that. It has different lures every single month, obviously. So that was this month's box, but next month could be completely different. And I always get something new. I mean, I've been getting the boxes for like 5 years now, and I always get a new product that I've never used before. So it's a cool service. Click the link in the top description if you want to check it out. Use promo code LOJOFISH at checkout. You get your first box at a pretty good discount. I can't remember if it's, I think it's like 10 bucks nowadays. So that's like 50 bucks worth of lures almost for 10 bucks. That ain't a bad deal. It's also a great gift, you know, for if you don't want it, you know, it's a good gift for your dad or your buddy or somebody that you're trying to get into bass fishing. It's a great gift. Anyways, let's throw the old GoPro on and proceed to fail miserably at catching fish. I suppose we should tie the frog on. I mean, I don't have much confidence in it. It's just so hot, guys. Like, you have to have the right situation. Frogs are great summertime lures, but there are some pads over here, but it's just, I don't know. You gotta feel good about it. I'm not sure how I feel today. Just kind of sad in general, I guess. It's been kind of a weird morning. But if I have a frog and it's summertime, you should probably have it at least tied on, ready to go. Now the jig, you know, summertime, that's more of something that I'd really think is gonna work. This looks like a swim jig, the way it's shaped. And that's good. There's some grass out here. Color looks good. It's got a little red in it, which is kind of interesting. The thing I like about swim jigs is you can also, you can also slow them down. Just use them like regular jigs too. They don't have to, you don't have to swim a swim jig in order for it to work. You can also slow it down, bounce it off the bottom, that kind of thing. This looks like as good of a trailer as anything else. Oh geez, well, I dropped it. What's going to be interesting though is this color is not exactly matching. Okay, well, I'm not sure how this thing's going to swim, but why the heck not, right? I mean, really, why not, honestly? And that's the name of the lure. Why not? Let's go. And finally, this is what we might end up catching most of our fish on today. If I'm just going to go ahead and like take a wild guess, let's say that this thing, but I'm like, how I'm going to rig it, drop shot in right here. I'm just going to like nose hook this thing like so. Yep, got the point of the hook exposed. That way it just sits off the bottom and just kind of shakes a little bit. It's a little big for a drop shot. I'm probably using it completely wrong, but it's okay. We're going to be fine here. Let's put a couple extra plastics in my pocket. It's okay. Let the adventure begin. We're gonna be okay here. Everything's fine. All right. Gotta make sure we stay hydrated here. Very important to stay hydrated. And my bee sting's starting to feel a lot better now too. Let's let the adventure begin. And I can tell you one thing right now. Oh boy, my drop shot got snagged right off the jump. If we're gonna catch a topwater fish, it's gonna have to be quick. It's gonna have to be early in this process. Got the pads and stuff here. I just don't know. You watch, it's just gonna be a crazy frog bite today. You know, the big bass in these ponds have always been so elusive to catch. I mean, I see them all the time. We're talking about 3s, 4s, 5s even, that just cruise in this pond. And for whatever reason, they're just incredibly difficult to catch. Maybe there's a lot of pressure that I don't know about because I don't fish here that often. I don't see people fishing here that often. Maybe they're just older fish, therefore they're smarter. You know, they don't eat lures that much. Maybe there's an excess amount of bait, you know, like natural forage, that they just don't need to eat anything weird looking because there's just so much good stuff to eat. But the way I see it, if I keep coming here, eventually I'm gonna have to catch a big one. It's the law of averages. Well, I don't know why I thought that would work. Yay! You know what's crazy? I think this is the exact frog that I used when I was with Flair catching other giant bullfrogs. I think the color of this is bullfrog. And we use these frogs to catch massive bullfrogs in Nebraska. If you guys have not seen that, I would highly encourage it. Didn't know bullfrogs were that savage. They're cannibals. They will eat their own. It's pretty insane. I think we're gonna go straight to what I think might be the juice. That's gonna be the old drop shot. I seem to remember last summer, or maybe a couple summers ago, catching fish in these ponds with drop shot. So, little yoto worm, woto worm. Just get them right out in the middle where we know, oh wow, that's the spool. I almost just casted the spool off. Woohoo! You have to be careful there, guy. Get it out here in the middle. Hopefully we're in the deepest water that's in the pond. Do have it on a little ultralight combo, which may not be the most conducive thing to a big bass bite, but a day like today, we just need to try to catch fish. Size is not really that big of a deal right now. I just saw a bass swim over here to it. I swear I just had a nibble, but he didn't take it. But then I just saw a bass come out of the shadows right here and swim over towards it. Well, he was interested at least. That's a little sign of life. Let's see what this thing looks like in the water. Oh yeah, it looks great. Looks like a little struggling bait fish, you know? Like it's not doing too well. Doesn't it just amaze you that like bass just won't eat certain things? Like some lures, you're just like, it's gonna get eaten, it has to. Like a hungry bass, this is like the easiest meal he's ever gonna get in his life. Then the bass will just sit there and he'll just look at it and he'll just be like, you know, I just don't want it. Really makes you scratch your head. Yeah, there's a ton of grass in these ponds, like on the bottom. You know, when you really whip it out here, there's a bunch of grass out there, which is good. It means there's probably bass out there deep hanging out in it, but it is kind of hard getting this real light, small rig through it. Just this rod, it's freaking an ultralight rod. You guys remember when I got this to go creek fishing? Might be good for the swim jig though, is kind of what I'm thinking. If it's that grassy, but I'm having a hard time getting this drop shot through it, that swim jig will probably come through it really well. Now I also just remembered that it rained a ton last night. I completely forgot about that. It like poured. I bet you it dropped like 3 to 5 inches. I thought that was gonna help me because it's kind of mucked up the water a little bit. It's a little dirtier than it normally is. Normally it's like completely clear. I mean, you can see fish swimming around. I had not seen the first, I seen like one bass swimming around. That was it. It was a tiny one. So I don't know though, maybe that's not helping me. I don't know. I mean, dingy water is kind of my comfort zone here. Come on. Oh my goodness, there's a gar. What? You guys see that gar right there? I started reeling in my drop shot and now I'm snagged because I was messing with a stinking gar. You know, gar, I don't appreciate that, man. I'm snagged. I'm about to lose this thing. I was reeling it in. All of a sudden I saw a shadow following it. Oh, it came out, okay. And I was like, ooh, it looked big. And it was a gar. So I slowed it down and I got snagged. What a jerk. Freaking gar. Oh, got one. Let's go, baby. He's a little guy, but it doesn't matter. He still pulled some drag. Okay, I was just thinking, I'd cast it out here for like the 5th time. I was like, man, there should be something here. Look at him fighting. It could just be the ultralight gear, but he's freaking digging. Look at my guy here. Oh, let's go on the Yoto worm. That's what that thing is called, right? The Yoto worm, I think. Oh, he was hooked good. He was going absolutely nowhere. What's that? Look at the head on that guy. Look at the freaking noggin. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see the noggin? Jeez. He's got some meat right there. That's a nice little fillet on the Yoto. Woo! Well, that only took 8 hours. So we're on a good pace here. Didn't quite take 8 hours. Kind of felt like it. Jeez. I'm starting to remember why fishermen take up new hobbies in the summertime, because this is just freaking brutal. But the old drop shot, if you guys not big drop shot people, believe me, I'm not either. But if you're big catching fish people, then it might be a technique that you should probably look into, because in the summertime, there's a few techniques that you might call finessey, like this, but boy, they work wonders as far as getting the bites. Oh man, it feels so good. There's just something about catching that first fish, getting the monkey off your back, getting the skunk out of the boat. Just makes a man feel good, you know? I still think there's just no chance for a slam here. Like, that's just my God's honest belief. I think drop shotting this thing and maybe the swim jig, like I might be able to get a reaction strike in this grass out here deep. But if you guys have seen how slow I'm working this is how I'm working it, right? I'm making my line tight and I'm just like doing this, just kind of like pop, 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 pop. Just like this. I mean, this is slow fishing. This is not very exciting, but there you go. That's the result. A fish in the metaphorical boat. I just had a freaking another one. Where'd you go, little guy? Don't be scared. Don't be shy. It's just a Yoto worm. Doesn't really look like a worm. I don't really. It looks like a swim bait without a tail. I don't really know how else to rig this thing, to be honest with you, because of how unique it looks. So I just figured drop shotting, you know, why the heck not? But you guys hit me out. What else, how else should I have rigged that thing? How would you rig it? Got a little guy here just followed in my Yoto worm. Oh, he's swimming over to it. Oh, he's swimming over to it. Oh, he's looking right at it. Oh, he just ate it. No, he tried to eat it, but he missed it. Oh, he's coming back for it. Oh my gosh, he's nosing it. Come on, you little rascal. Eat it, bro. I'm not sure he was digging it. He's like, you know, I don't know what this is. Tiny little bass. Probably smaller than that last one I just caught. I see a big old shadow over here, and I'm not sure if it's even a fish. But just for the heck of it, let's just flip over here. Wow, that was right on top of him, whatever it was. So, getting a little squirrely over here, getting a little nervous. This is where I tend to see all the big fish, kind of swimming around over here by these lily pads. You would think. Oh, oh, whoa. Dude, one was just chewing on it when it hit the water. That was sick. One was just chewing on it after I made that cast, but he didn't have it good. I don't know if it was a big one or not, obviously, but geez. When you're talking about how there's normally big ones hanging out, then you get a bite over there. It's like, wait, was that a big one? Okay. Well, I don't think that was a fish. Anyways, in an effort to try to do something else, just something a little bit more exciting, let's throw the dang jig a little bit. There's a lot of grass out here, plus it's starting to cloud up, which I really like. It is starting to cloud up. The wind's coming out just a tad. And maybe swimming this thing, skipping it around with this grass, I mean, who knows? That could elicit that big bass bite, maybe. Doesn't look so much like a fish as much as it looks like a squid coming through the water. It's got a little bit of a squid vibe to it. A little Squidward thing going on here. It's okay, does not mean that it cannot catch fish. This is more of a flipping bait, it looks like to me. Something that's kind of streamlined that you want to like drop in and out of like heavy brush and stuff, like bloop. And then like you pick it up a couple times and reel it back out, but I don't know. I don't really know how to fish, you know, so it's fine. This is kind of a weird jig. The skirt really doesn't like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it doesn't really, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's not my favorite jig in the world for sure. I think like the Grass Hero, honestly, I think that pound for pound is probably the best swim jig I've ever used. Now, I'm not a huge jig guy, so take my opinion with a grain of salt, but I try other jigs from time to time, especially when I'm doing stuff like this, like, you know, Mystery Tackle Box unboxing, or if I get a random jig at the store just to try for a challenge. You know, I kind of pay attention to what I like and what the ones I don't like, and this thing kind of looks weird. It's got a weird action to it, and the skirt just doesn't like flare out that much, you know, like you really want it to. It's kind of odd, but whatever. You know, I really don't think these ponds are it today, or ever for that matter. I just like to stop by here on occasion just to see if I can catch anything. But I think I know a pond where these lures might actually work a little bit better. Snake, snake, snake. You know there's a snake right here. I don't have to guess. I know there's a snake right here. Yeah. Oh, I'll beat you, snake. Beat you. Okay. Let me beat down some of this brush. You guys can actually see what the heck we're doing over here. Okay. A little dirtier water right here. That might yield some better results. With a funky looking jig. There's a ton of bait down here by whatever the heck that thing is. Ton of bait. There's that brush pile right there. I just landed in it. Let's go. There's a little hidden brush pile out here. Oh yeah, I just hit it. I just came off of it. Come on. Get off me, bee. There seems to always be a fish near this brush pile. I've broken off on it fighting monsters many a times. They might not be in the mood for a weird looking jig. I don't think I mentioned before that the SS Minnow Johnson is broken again. I think you guys have seen that in a video when I went jug fishing with Andrew and Logan, but I really never explain anything because, I mean, it's broken in the exact same way that it was broken before when I fixed it. So apparently I didn't fix it good enough. Yeah, so that's why we're on the banks today, which is fine. You know, I like bank fishing. You guys like it when I go bank fishing, I think. So I don't really mind it at all. But typically, if you can get out on the water, it's going to increase your chances of hooking up. I mean, that's just kind of hard to dispute that. If you can get out on the water, hit the spots that you know are good, you can hit them like precisely too. It just gives you a slight advantage. But you know, it's fine. It's all good. I'm going to fix it again. I just haven't done it yet. Why not give the old Bill Lewis crankbait a shot here? The water is super dirty because of the rain, and I'm getting bored dragging that jig and drop shot around. So why not hit him with something a little bit quicker moving? Plus, the wind has really picked up too. So this might actually be, this might be something. Like, I don't want to get my hopes too far up because it still is 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit, but this might be what they're looking for. I'm guessing this thing is kind of like a square bill. I doubt that it dives very deep. It's kind of small. Oh yeah, we're hitting bottom already. So it's either a medium diving crankbait or kind of like a square bill. It looks like a square bill to me. It's flat-sided, which, okay, just a different style, has a slightly different action to it. It's pretty good coming through the water. That color really might stand out in this super dirty water. Well, we got an egg here. What do you guys think? We looking at an anaconda? Snake? That's way too big to be a snake egg, right? I don't know. Maybe a duck? Ducks lay eggs, right? They're birds. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I really don't want to stand next to that, but fishing is life. So whatever laid that egg is just going to have to chill. It's kind of a dangerous place for an egg to be, isn't it? Aren't there a lot of predators that will eat eggs? I'm not a farm boy. I know I spent 3 days on Flair's farm. Now I'm just an expert on animals. Seems to me like there's a lot of predators out there looking to eat eggs. So, ooh, I don't know if I just went over a tree or what. That was weird. There are fish. There's just teeming fish over here. Oh boy, oh man, that was almost a lost crankbait. God, there must be like a million trees down there that you can't even see. This looks safe. Definitely won't slip and fall right here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna sink into the mud, but that's okay. This little beach area right here, check it out. Definitely a dead floating animal right here. See if I can get him. Oh, I hit it. It looks like a frog. You know, I heard something explode over here. I heard like a little topwater explosion. I bet you something hit that frog and killed it, and now it's just floating there. That guy's having a bad day. Sorry, man. Wish there was something I could do for you. You're about to be a snack for somebody, though. Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Duck. Bet you that was a duck egg. A lot of ducks hanging out over here on this side of the pond. Got a new one for you guys. You guys ever get your crankbait stuck like this? Only I could do this, I swear to you. It's like pinned. Oh my goodness. It's stuck on my reel. Oh, there we go. Unbelievable. Wowzers. It seems like the normal problems that you have fishing, they just kind of compound in the summertime, you know? Because now, not only is stuff like that happening, but now you're hot. And now you're not catching that many fish. There's a lot of things that can get you down. You gotta stay focused here. This is crunch time. Grind it out time. What just happened? Wowzers. That's why thumb control is so important. I guess my line was wrapped around one of my eyelets. Holy shiz. Okay, let's try that again. That's what it's supposed to do. Come on, grass. Is there that much grass out here? Where did this grass come from? Now, I haven't been out here in a couple weeks, but jeez. That's a fish. Oh no, it's a log. Oh, No. Gosh darn it. Fricky frick fracks. I'm about to snap. Almost throw it off and then get it snagged 2 casts later. Love it. Well, say goodbye to Mr. Crankbait, kids. Yep, there he goes. We're just burning through lures. Well, I don't know why I even came fishing today. I guess just to do some fish watching, because I certainly didn't do any fish catching. You know, summertime just really make you think, you know, like I should just buy some property like Flair, get some animals, my own little private pond, and just say goodbye to this summer fishing nonsense. All right, guys, check it out. Look, I know this video was about as bad as it gets for me, okay? One fish, been out here like 6 hours. It's just incredible how much time you can attempt fishing and not catch anything. But maybe I can make this a little bit better for you guys, especially the hardcore fans who are still watching, like beginning to end the videos. Let's head back to the fishing man cave. I got something to share with you. All right, folks, we're back at the fishing man cave. And look, here's the deal, guys. That video kind of sucked. I know that. I'm sharing it with you, though, for 3 reasons. Well, yeah, just bear with me. So I'm sharing this video because I really do think you guys appreciate seeing, you know, like pro, you know, YouTube fishermen struggle. You know what I mean? Like it reminds you guys that we're human just like the rest of you, and you're not the only one out there struggling to catch fish in the summertime. So I have no problem sharing my failures. You know, like I'm not out here beating my chest like, oh, I'm a great fisherman. Like, you guys should know that by now. Second reason I'm sharing this video is because I do like to remind you guys about Mystery Tackle Box and, you know, just kind of what a cool product Mystery Tackle Box is. You know, monthly subscription, never know what you're going to get. I get something new every single time I get one. You know, you can get your first box for 10 bucks with LOJO Fish as your promo code. There's a lot of reasons why, you know, you might be interested in that. Plus, my audience is growing really quickly right now. So a lot of you guys may have never heard of Mystery Tackle Box or what it is. So click the link in the description if you want to check it out. You guys saw kind of what came in this month's box. Next month's box is probably going to be loaded with some cool stuff too. Normally they are. And the third reason I wanted to share this video is because it sucked. Now I want to give back to you guys, okay? So this will be a Mystery Tackle Box giveaway video. So I'm going to grab, you guys see how many Mystery Tackle Boxes I have. Some of them are full with lures. Some of them are not. I'm going to give away 2 in this video. Normally I only give away 1. I'm going to give away 2 brand new boxes, never before been used. They may not be the same box I used today because I used a lot of the stuff, so it wouldn't be new. So I'm going to give you guys 2 that I've never used before. All you have to do to enter to win is the normal steps, and that's make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the bell notification enabled, all notifications. Okay, that's the important part, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Second step is liking the video. That just means you hit the thumbs up button. I will pick 2 subscribers at random, and then in my next upload, so that's where the bell notification comes into play. So when you enable that and you make it say all notifications, YouTube will send you a direct email to your Gmail and say, hey, LOJO just dropped a new video. Now you know, oh, that's the giveaway video announcement. And I'll put a comment. I'll probably like pin a comment that says a giveaway winner. I'll put it in the description, and I'll put 2 giveaway winners. Please do not fake to try to win a prize. People keep doing that on my giveaways. And look, you don't have to fake it, guys. If you don't win this giveaway, you'll probably win another one at some point in time. If you're a subscriber of mine for long enough, you will be exposed to a giveaway that you have a good chance of actually winning. But if you see your username in there, send me a email at lojo.fishing@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on social media. But I am going to make you verify your identity, so you're not going to be able to fake it and get the prize. So just know that going in, okay? Anyways, folks, we got hammered today. I mean, we got beat down by this summer heat. It's 98 degrees. It feels like over 100, you know, humidity. The water temps are rising. The bass are getting crazy on us, and they just become hard to catch. We didn't get skunked, though. We almost got skunked, but we didn't get skunked. The drop shot 10,000 fish Yoto worm actually was the lure that came through, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so nothing else really to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this didn't kill your image of me, thinking that I'm an awesome fisherman. I just have those days just like everybody else does. But I'm getting out of here, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. On to the next outdoor adventure. Fist bump. I'm out.